'Tis the season for holiday parties, family gatherings, you name it. And while getting together is fun, many people worry about going overboard on their diet during this time of the year.
Yeah,
This guy.
listen, our next guest is sharing some easy swaps and healthier options you can try instead without having to sacrifice on flavor and taste.
Thank God for her. Karla Salinari is a holistic health coach and author of Abuela's Plant-Based Kitchen, and she is thankfully joining us live this morning. Welcome back, darling.
Hello, nice to see you again. Felicidades.
Thank you.
The birthday, it's the birthday girl.
I know, and she brought me a special treat. We're going to get to it.
She sure did.
Let us start with the dips. I love a dip, but they're, they tend to be cheesy, heavy on the dairy when it comes to the holiday season, because it's just easy and everyone's like, oh, it's delicious. Yeah. So what do we do instead?
So what I want everybody to take from today's chat is that everything in moderation is key.
Thank you.
That's the first thing, right? We don't want to become overwhelmed, anxious around the holiday season. We want everything in moderation. But if you do have the power of having some kind of being able to make your own dips, then I have some dip inspirations, right?
Let's go.
So instead of doing the heavy dips, then we can choose dips that are made with beans. Beans have a lot of protein, they have a lot of fiber, which means that are going to help us stay full longer. This is a sun-dried tomato dip that is made with 4 simple ingredients. And instead of using chips that are fried, let's use chips that are baked.
I love a baked
I love a pita chip.
What are the 4 simple ingredients in this
So
dip?
this is sun-dried tomatoes, cannellini beans, a little bit of olive oil, garlic, lemon juice, and that's it.
And that's it?
Made really easy. You can pop it in the blender. It's so easy. It's going to help you from over-snacking, overeating. Something else that we can do, guacamole. It's a great healthy fat. It's delicious. Who doesn't love guac?
True.
And a similar pico de gallo kind of dip made with whole ingredients rather than creamy ones that are going to make us feel heavy and make us feel like we're not really following our health choices.
A medley of peppers?
That's a medley of peppers. And let me ask you a question. Did you guys know that peppers have more vitamin C than an orange?
Sure did not.
So not only are you enjoying a delicious alternative to an unhealthy dip, but you're also getting lots of nutrients while you're eating them too.
And vitamin C, we need a lot of in this
I'm gonna need to go in your book and get the recipe for this one. Stunning.
Yeah. What's a good substitute? A good substitute for butter or cream.
It's everywhere.
Yes. So, butter and cream is used to make a lot of really delicious food on a holiday table. I get it. However, a lot of people just don't digest dairy as well. It can cause indigestion and inflammation. But did you know that you can use non-dairy alternatives and get the same exact result using plant-based milk, maybe a little bit of olive oil, which is a healthy fat, which is so good for us and gives food that delicious texture, can really be a delicious alternative that'll help you feel good too.
So what is this dulce?
Eso es arroz con leche, which is rice pudding, and that's another delicious dessert that we can alternate the cow milk for a plant-based alternative. It's still so delicious, so creamy, and the taste combination, flavor profiles are
Never met a rice pudding I didn't like.
Mark Didio, shout out to you, my brother-in-law. He loves rice pudding. Loves,
delicious. And the same goes with cranberry sauce. We can use other alternatives like dates, maple syrup, honey in place of refined sugar. It's the same consistency, it's the same flavor, but it's lower in calories, and it'll help us stay on track.
I do like using a maple syrup. I feel like it gives it a little a good zhuzh.
I put maple syrup in my oatmeal.
Me too.
Yeah.
I love that. Nice. And a lot of people think that it's going to alter the flavor, but it really
doesn't.
isn't.
No, it really doesn't.
It really doesn't. And then if you don't have control over the food that you're putting on your table, because perhaps you're going to somebody else's house, and I get it, maybe you might feel a little intimidated. You don't want to come in there and be like, I want to eat healthy.
Hi, I'm catering your party.
Yes. So you can do what I love to call the plate method. And the plate method is a really simple tip that you guys can follow. And what it is you fill half of your plate with non-starchy vegetables. So these are going to be the salads, the colorful vegetables, and you're going to do a fourth of your plate with the starches and the grains, arroz con gandules. Or you can do any rice, any mashed potatoes, and then a fourth of your plate with lean protein. Not only is that going to help you stay full, satisfied, it's also going to prevent you from overeating. So while you don't want to show up to the holiday party with a plate that's that's marked like this, but you
you
can
imagine?
visually
They can be
do
like,
it.
go back out the way you came in, please. Thank
You
you.
know what? I want the three of us to show up to our holiday parties.
I would do
like
that. I would only feel safe and comfortable showing up to your house like that. Everyone else, no way.
Absolutely, but visually, you guys can create this picture in your mind, so you can use this when you're serving yourself to help keep
Beautiful.
yourself
That is
on
fantastic.
track. And I have a surprise for you guys today.
Well, because it's someone's birthday.
Because it's
Miss
someone's
Yipik.
birthday.
Miss Yipik. Okay.
I have a delicious coquito recipe. Now, coquito is Puerto Rican eggnog. It's just a blend of coconut milk, coconut cream. The traditional recipe calls for condensed milk, but in the upgraded version that I share in my book, Abuela's Plant-Based Kitchen, we use different ingredients, but we don't sacrifice the texture, and we don't sacrifice the taste. So
Here
we
for it.
use soaked cashews instead of condensed milk.
Oh.
Delicious. And then we use maple syrup instead of the artificial sweeteners. Everything else stays the same, and it tastes delicious, but I want you guys to tell me
I
what
would love
you
to try.
think.
Please.
You know what? I think you know how Puerto Rican is to coquito
As
Ana Rican is to this.
Is it?
This is the Ana Rican coquito.
I love it. And you know, I grew up drinking coquito, and if you
Thank
know,
you.
you know. You drink it, and then afterwards you're like, oh, that doesn't feel good. So
Well, it smells
Okay.
delicious.
Yeah.
We're off to a good start.
Chindan.
It's not heavy. It's not too sweet. You know it's made
I would not know
with-
the difference.
This was cashew milk?
It is. So it's not cashew milk. It's soaked cashews. You soak the cashews in hot water, then you add them to the rest of the ingredient mix. You
delicious.
blend it, and then you strain it. And it's a delicious alternative that tastes just as good as a traditional one and doesn't leave you feeling heavy,
No. It's the
perhaps
worst.
feeling a little, you know,
Like
Love
you're
it.
gonna roll
Like you're
out of the
gonna
holiday
Right into the
party.
bathroom.
Yes.
Tips that you can share with us and our viewers, just in general, going into this stress-inducing time, not going overboard.
Right.
Any last words of wisdom?
Don't go into the holidays on a diet feeling overwhelmed around food.
Yeah.
We control food. Food
Yeah.
doesn't control
Here,
us.
here.
Very important to remember,
Here,
folks.
yes, here.
Carla, thank you.
Yes.
Be present, enjoy the holidays, enjoy your friends and family, and just eat in moderation.
Eat in moderation.
Okay.
Thank you so much,
love it.
Karla.
Thank you so much
Always
for
great to
having
see you,
me.
darling.
Her book, Abuela's Plant-Based Kitchen, is out now. You can find it wherever you get your books. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.